Ain't nobody afraid of Muslim people anymore. The war on terror propaganda is not working. I've met a lot of Muslim people at this point in my life, and almost all of them were extremely kind, and a lot of them were super disciplined and focused, which is something that I respect a lot as a wrestler. Some of my favorite mixed martial arts fighters like Khabib Nurmagomedov are devout Muslims. Nowadays, we have white boys in the rural Midwest rooting for Muslims every UFC fight night. You're not going to be able to convince us that these people are evil and that our tax dollars need to be spent on bombing them. And you know who hasn't always been kind and friendly to me? Israelis, Zionists. I talked to some members of the IDF on Zoom. It took them about 5 minutes to start saying all Muslim people are terrorists. And to be clear, I'm not talking about Jewish people. I'm talking about supporters of the State of Israel, who, with their violent, unhinged, and rude behavior, are turning more and more people away from their cause, away from Zionism. Meanwhile, Muslim people with kindness and friendship are bringing more people towards the cause of Palestine. There were a bunch of students at the student protest recently who converted to Islam. And the mainstream media was like, look at this, see, America's being taken over by Muslims. Now I'm like, I don't blame those kids for converting to Islam at all. The Muslim students were probably super nice and super awesome and super welcoming. And they're like, hey, I'm gonna side with these guys against the mostly secular genocidal monsters that we're protesting against. Shout out to all the Muslims.